Okay, sorry. Start. You can start now, Rithika.
I'm going to be talking about Thomas Cole's painting series, The Course of an Empire, and how it can be related to Bhagavad Gita and its principles through themes of impermanence, recurring nature of existence, consequences of actions, and importance of inner values over material pursuits. So, this series consists of five parts: the savage state, pastoral or Arcadian state, the consummation of empire, the destruction, and desolation. Go to the fourth. Next slide. So the first painting is called The Savage State or the Commencement of Empire. In it, we see what appears to be a tribe of hunter-gatherers living in a stormy wilderness on the edge of a lake. In the foreground, we see a man hunting a deer. On the water below may be seen several canoes, and the promontory beyond are several huts and a number of figures dancing around the fire. In this picture, we have the first rudiments of society. The season represented here is spring. The next slide. Now we have the simple or Arcadian state, represents the scene after ages has passed. The gradual advancement of society has brought a change in its aspect. In this picture, we have agriculture, commerce, and religion. And the old man who describes a mathematical figure, and the little boy who makes a drawing of a soldier, and the female figure with a distaff, and the vessel on the stalks, and the primitive temple on the hill. It is evident that useful arts, fine arts, and science have made considerable progress. The scene is supposed to be viewed a few hours after sunrise and in the early summer. Go to the next slide. Hmm. Next, we have consummation of empire. In this scene is depicted a summit of human glory. The architecture, ornamental embellishments, etc., show that wealth, power, knowledge, and taste has worked together and accomplished the highest need of human achievement in empire. As the triumphal fate would indicate, man has conquered man, nations have been subjugated. This scene is represented as near midday in the early autumn. Can we go to the next slide? Now, this picture represents the vicious state or state of destruction. Ages may have passed since the scene of glory. Walls and colonnades have been thrown down. Temples and palaces are burning. An arch of the bridge over which a parade was passing in the former scene has been battered down. The broken pillars and ruins of war engines and the temporary bridge has been thrown over, indicating that this has been the scene of fierce contention. In the foreground are several dead and dying. Some bodies have fallen on the base of a fountain, tinging the waters with their blood. A female has been seen sitting in mute despair over the dead body of her son. A destroying enemy conquers and sacks the city. Here, destruction and carnage are its elements. Next. You can go to the next slide. And finally, we have desolation, which shows old ruins been covered by nature. The painting feels gloomy and quiet. Trees and vines are growing everywhere in the broken buildings. Even though people and what they've built is gone, the tall cliff and its separate rock still stand strong and sane. Powerful events and time have broken down what humans made, and now art is turning back into basic nature. The gorgeous parade has passed, the roar of the battle has ceased, and the empire is extinct. Can we go to the next slide? Now, the connections to Bhagavad Gita. So, the impermanence and the cycle of time. Cole's series depicts the rise and fall of civilization, moving from a savage state to a pastoral or Arcadian state, the consummation of empire and destruction, and finally, desolation. This progression mirrors the Bhagavad Gita's teachings on the nature of the universe, where everything is subject to birth, growth, decay, and dissolution, only to be reborn again. Just as the empire in Cole's paintings reaches its peak and then inevitably declines, the Gita speaks of cycles where creation and destruction are innate aspects of time. Karma. From transitions from the consummation to destruction in Cole's work suggests that the empire's downfall is the result of its own excess luxury, corruption, and violence. This aligns with Gita's concept of karma, which suggests that which states that every action has its consequences, whether immediate or in the long run. Attachment and materialism. Consummation of empire shows a society obsessed with power and sensory pleasures. The Gita cautions against excessive attachment to worldly possessions and desires as they lead to delusion and suffering.
Yeah.
Can we go to the next slide? Now, applying these lessons in daily life, drawing parallels between the courses of Empire and Bhagavad Gita offers profound insights applicable to our daily lives. Embrace impermanence, recognizing that everything in life is temporary. Our successes, failures, relationships, and possessions can help us cultivate detachment and reduce suffering. Just as the grand empire crumbled, we should not become overly attached to fleeting circumstances. Be mindful of our actions. Understanding the principle of karma encourages us to be conscious of our choices and their potential consequences. Every action, thought, and intention has a ripple effect, shaping our future and the world around us. Therefore, we should strive to act with integrity and compassion. Prioritize inner values. The downfall of the empire in Cole's painting serves as a cautionary tale against prioritizing material wealth and power over ethical conduct and inner peace. In our own life, we should focus on cultivating virtues like honesty, empathy, and self control, which provide lasting fulfillment. Seek balance and harmony. The Gita emphasizes living in harmony with nature and recognizing our interconnectedness with all beings. Cole's dissolution reminds us of nature's resilience and the consequences of disrupting this balance. In our daily lives, we can strive for sustainable practices and respect for the environment. Now, last, we have practice detachment. The Bhagavad Gita teaches us the importance of detachment from the fruit of our actions. We should focus on performing our duties to the best of our abilities without being solely driven by the desire for specific outcomes. This fosters inner peace and resilience in the face of both success and failure. We'll go to the next slide. So, in conclusion, just like the paintings show a city growing and then falling apart, the Bhagavad Gita talks about how everything in life has ups and downs because of how things are connected and the choices we make. Thinking about the paintings and Gita together can help us understand our own lives better so we can be more aware and focus on what matters in the long run.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rithika. So yes, that is a overall picture about the destiny and kind of way the world works out. In fact, the chapter 11 of the whole of this whole message is what is given in chapter 11 also. Chapter 11 summarizes the whole of the philosophy that Rithika just now talked about here. Okay, thank you, Rithika, for that presentation, and others can join in now. Okay, so Dhruv.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, yes.
Yes,